Many times about the truth on climate. He knew the truth on climate, but he still carried out what the World Economic Forum and the mega corporations around the world wanted him to do. And they make up stories about climate, not to control climate, but to control you. This election is now becoming a referendum against the political system that's failed us over the last 3 years. Look at the chaos the country is in. Look at all the suffering. Look at the price rises. Look at the games they're playing in the Ukraine. Look at the state of the health service. Look at the state of people who haven't been compensated for what happened through COVID. We need a new beginning. And I am the candidate for real change. The Tories and Labour and Lib Dem leaderships have got more in common with each other than they have with you. They do not care about you except to control you. That is the game going on in Parliament. And if I was in Parliament, I would be there with my scientific knowledge to break all these fake science stories they tell you to control you.
What's the matter with the scientific consensus then?
Consensus about anything is not science. Consensus is opinion. Science depends on evidence. And we know that the real state of the world is actually cooling. And we also know that the stories about climate to justify the ultra-low emission zone are completely fake. The world is not warming, it is cooling, and the ULEZ actually makes more pollution by making traffic drive further. Slower traffic also makes more pollution and accidents. Those are the facts.
Aren't you a climate change denier?
If you want to fight pollution, I'll come back to
You're a
you.
climate change denier, aren't you?
No, climate is always changing. I deny there's any man-made climate change. But think what's going on with ULEZ.
But everyone says there is.
Well,
look, it's got warmer now, sun's come out.
The sun's come out, yes. All our climate changes come from the sun, the magnetic connections of the sun and the earth. And you can read about it in this pamphlet.
CO2 is too high.
No, we want more CO2. CO2 is the gas of life.
Gas of
We
life?
want more of it, not less. Yes, sir. We want more of it, not less.
You must be mad. Gas of life?
Well, when we started the lockdowns, I stood up in Hyde Park and I've been arrested 16 times since then for fighting the narrative. I announced then what was going to happen with injections. I announced what would happen with climate con. I announced what would happen with 5G and a whole lot of things. Everything I said is true, even though I was denounced as a crazy conspiracist then.
Conspiracy theorist,
Yes,
that's what you
that's
are.
Right. That's
Conspiracy nutcase.
But why don't the BBC have me back, or Piers Morgan have me back on TV where they would admit I was right? No, they are frightened of the truth. That is why a vote for me would be a death blow to the ultra-low emission zone, because I've been fighting it all the way. I've amassed £61,000 of fines and I'm not going to pay them. They took away my car. I bought it back in an auction for 850 quid, which is a lot less than 61,000, you'll agree. So that was a bargain. And we will carry on fighting. We will carry on until ULEZ is broken. But think, if I get elected, they would give up. They'd have to give up, because that would be such an expression of opinion, of action, that they would just have to give up, because we know more people would follow. In Birmingham, we know that because people didn't pay their clean air zone, the council gave up. In London, about a third of people getting these fines haven't paid them, but a lot of them gave up their cars as well. No, don't give up your car. We're against the scrappage scheme. Scrap the scrappage scheme. We believe in recycling old cars.
But aren't thousands of people dying of pollution?
No. Those figures are completely fake. If you want to know the most polluted part of London, I'll tell you what it is. It's the London Underground. That is 40 times more polluted with particles than walking around Uxbridge or down round Hyde Park or Old Kent Road or whatever. 40 times. If you want pollution, travel by tube. If you don't want pollution and want a clean air, you should spend money on better catalytic converters on cars. Why don't they do that? They don't want to do that. They're making up stories about pollution, not to control pollution, but to control you.
But there's floods going on in the world.
Floods have always gone on, sir.
It's the hottest day in the history of the world. That's what they said.
No, that's a lie. They make up the data. They revise data every year to make it warmer in the present and colder in the past. And you can read all about it. All about it here. Little pamphlet published by Reading University Debating Journal. They asked me to write this, and it is here. So, take some leaflets, people. You got some? Do you want one of these as well? All right. You want this one?
Oh, yeah.
That's the climate pamphlet. Have you got one of those as well?
Oh, is he on your side?
Yeah, he's part of us.
Are you sure?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Carry on, Piers. Carry
Okay,
on.
people.
Any questions or
roll
contributions?
Roll up.
Challenge him.
Next.
What happened to your brother? Isn't he anti-Semitic? Are you anti-Semitic?
No. I was married, sir, for 22 years to a Jewish woman. And if I was anti-Semitic, I think that would have
Well, you got divorced, didn't you?
Well, there were other reasons, not that.
Oh,
We're still
okay.
friends, actually.
She's a
I
lovely
saw her
lady.
only last week.
Is your brother an anti-Semite?
No. Jeremy Corbyn, my brother, is anti-racist and has never in his life been minutely anti-Semitic. Neither have I.
Isn't Keir
My
Starmer
mother's-
representing the
My
people?
mother's father was
represents
Jewish.
the paedophile.
That doesn't make us Jewish because of the way the lines work. But my mother's father was Jewish.
What do you think
So
about
logically,
Slicky
I'm a
Rishi?
quarter Jewish.
What do you think about Rishi Sunak?
Well, he's an agent of the World Economic Forum and he must be destroyed. The Tory party.
What's
must
the
be
World
destroyed.
Economic Forum?
The World Economic Forum is a cabal of the mega rich corporations around the world. Big oil, big tech, big pharma. They work together. They want a new world order. They've said so, which we would call a new world tyranny. They want a world government. They're using the World Health Organization as an alternative government. They're creeping up.
WHO's trying to protect our lives.
No, the WHO is a control operation. The best way to protect your life is to stop taking medicines and stop using the NHS except when you've got a broken leg or something.
All medicines.
Most medicines. Most big pharma stuff avoided. I don't take anything, ever. I was in hospital, I refused everything apart from oxygen and penicillin.
Okay, but penicillin's a medicine, isn't it?
Well, it's a kind of bacteria, yes. It's a mould.
It's a good medicine.
It's a mould. There are some good medicines, yes. No, I agree there are plenty of good medicines, but a lot of the chemical ones are unhelpful.
Yeah,
and
because
have
YouTube's
side
got a
effects.
policy that says if you say don't take medicine, then you're breaking their rules, basically.
Oh, I see. No, I'm not saying don't take medicine.
No, I thought you weren't. It was just a slip of the tongue, wasn't it?
Yeah, slip of the tongue. Yep. It's all right, YouTube. Save us.
Yeah. You always listen to what YouTube says on these things, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Except when they're wrong.
well, which is
I
probably
listen to
never.
everybody except
Probably
when they're
never.
Thursday, July the 20th, your chance for a new future. Vote, let London live. Vote for me, Piers Corbyn. That will be the death blow to the ultra-low emission zone. I've been fighting it since day one. The powers that be know that. If you vote for me, they will have to give up. Voting Labour, Tory, Lib Dem, don't do it. It's a waste of space. They're a circus to control you. They've already worked out what they want. They want Starmer to win the next general election. They want people to vote Labour now to prepare the way for Starmer. There's candidates standing against the Tories in order to take Tory votes and give Labour a chance here
Isn't
and in the next
Isn't
general
Starmer the
election.
people's person?
No. Starmer is the agent of the World Economic Forum, as is Sunak, of course, too. They are competing to be the most loyal servants of the World Economic Forum. Currently, Starmer is winning because there's more opposition within the Tory party than there is within the Labour Party to what he's doing. And Starmer is doing his best to remove all opposition within his party, which is why he wants my brother out of the way. Even though my brother goes along with most of the World Economic Forum. Thank you very much.
Okay, doke.
So, resist, defy, do not
comply!
Thank you, thank you.
I'll go and see who that is.